And now to the Western Conference story. Remember last year, the San Antonio Spurs played 14 playoff games, won the first 10, lost the last 4, and the season was over. They've played 14 this year, and they are heading back to the NBA Finals with a record of 12-2. They've won 6 straight games, including a clean sweep of the Memphis Grizzlies. To wrap up the Western Conference Final, here's Jared Greenberg.
Tony Parker, congratulations. I thought this whole run with the San Antonio Spurs was supposed to be over a couple of years ago. What happened to that?
I don't know. You're too old. It feels great. It feels great to be back. It's very special because it's hard to play for a long time at a high level, and we were so close last year. This year, it feels good. It feels good to be back, and we know we have one more round to go.
Do you believe that you just have enough guys who want to do everything for 48 minutes every game?
Yeah, definitely. We're a team, and everybody participates. We score as a team. We move the ball. We play defense as a team, and I really think we have enough pieces, to go all the way.
Those 3 days off between games 2 and 3 were huge for your calf. What will you do to get ready now with 9 days off for the NBA Finals?
It'll be the same thing. Get my rest and make sure I stay fresh, and make sure all the bruises, especially the big men, fighting Marc Gasol and Zach. I know they have a lot of bruises, so make sure everybody regenerate, and then we'll see what happens.
How important to have 10 days now before you have to play again?
Is it 10 days, really?
Yeah, 6th of June. Good or bad?
It's both. It's both. What are you going to say? It's both. We're going to be a little rusty starting the first game. It's just how it is. We're going to try to figure out how to practice, how to stay sharp, but bottom line, we're going to be a little rusty, and hopefully we can shake that off real quick and get right back into our rhythm.
9 days or 10 is kind of too much. But we can't complain about sweeping in the conference finals. So we are happy, and we're going to get ready.
And the Spurs waiting to see who they will play. And we're going to need a Game 5 and a Game 6 and maybe a Game 7 in this series between Indiana
from the start
and Miami. How about the way Tony Parker has played in these playoffs?
The older he gets, the better he gets. He's only 31. The older he gets, the better he gets, based on the stats that are in front of him.
Hey, Ernie, I want to give a shout-out to a friend of mine.
Oh, my God.
No, hold on for a second. Listen, they got swept, but I want to take my hat off to Lionel Hollins and the Memphis Grizzlies. They had a terrific season. Lionel did a great job. I can't believe those idiots in Memphis have not given him a contract extension. Now they may lose him. But I wanted him to know I was proud of him. He coached me in Phoenix. He did a fantastic job.
Well, he did.
For the last 3 or 4 years, he's done a fantastic job.
He's done a fantastic job.
And you kind of misfired on this one, though, because you had Memphis over San Antonio.
Oh, I was wrong. Everybody picked Memphis. I was wrong.
Not everybody.
Not everybody.
But
let me chime in a little bit.
I can understand why you picked Memphis.
Yeah. I want to give kudos to Lionel, too. He and I were teammates with the Sixers. And although he was on the other side of the fence when we lost,
he told me y'all didn't pass him the ball either.
He was the guy doing the passing. But I'm sorry to see him go home. I would have liked to see him win 1 or 2 games. But San Antonio, other than Philadelphia, happens to be my favorite team in the NBA.
What is it about them that impresses? What impresses you the most about this
Tim
run?
Duncan has pretty much individually been my favorite player since George Gervin retired, and just the way he goes about doing and taking care of his business night in and night out. And he's groomed Tony Parker in the same mold. Tony's been a professional player since he's about 15 or 16, so he's been at this 15 or 16 years. And as Shaq said, it looks like he's getting right with age and getting better. So they're going to be formidable. I think last year was a fluke when they got swept in those 4 games. It surprised the whole basketball world, and that's not something that's going to happen again.